So, Matt, you've come in, played a cup game. Sort of just talk to us about how the move came about. Obviously, Brandon's injury, but how quick of a turnaround was it from that phone call to actually playing tonight?
Oh, it was a very fast turnaround. So, yesterday lunchtime I got the call, and it was a no-brainer really. I know a lot about Nanita, and know a lot about the size of the club and what's going on here and the ambition. And as soon as Acco gave me the call, and I haven't been with Acco previously, it was just something I really wanted to get involved in. Definitely a big project here, and a lot of players I've previously played with. So it was to come and help out. I know Brandon from Hinckley, top lad, top keeper, and it was a good option to come in and just fill the gap and go from there really.
Yeah, so you mentioned about obviously having like previous spells with Brandon. So have you sort of spoke to him about his injury, and I'm guessing you're well acquainted with him?
Yeah, he was down before the game, so just checking he's okay. Me and Brandon are a really good keepers union at Hinckley. I think we both played pretty much half the games last season, so played a big part in that. Hinckley have been trying to get out of that league for a good couple of years, and I think it takes a lot of pressure on a goalkeeper when you're at the top of the table to be on your game and limit your mistakes. So credit to Brandon with a few injuries, and we both come in and shared the trophy and had pictures together. So we got it over the line as a team. So it's a good keepers union. It's nice to follow that into this club as well.
Yeah, you touched on about having previous sort of connections with players at the club. Obviously coming in yesterday lunchtime, pretty much no training session or anything like that, just straight into a game today. Do you think those previous relationships helped you with talking to the lads today?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always tough. It was 6 weeks ago I played my last game, so I've been keeping fit in the interim. But yeah, it's just good to know people, know what foot they are, how to trust them, and everyone wants to take the ball. I think that was very evident from the start of the game. It was coming in fast tempo, so I didn't have a long time to get accustomed to the game. So I think it was nice that I got that save in the first 5 minutes, and it just settled me down then. And then stopped playing too erratically, and then started picking out some nice passes. So it was nice just to get in, and as you say, like in a cup game, it's take the pressure a little bit off the league and just really get my foot in and try and stamp down my standards in the team. So it was good, definitely.
Yeah, so 6 weeks since you played your last game. Mentioned about Hinckley, I know about Highgate, a bit about Lytown as well. So sort of where have you been in and around non-league football?
So I come out of Coventry City when I was younger. And got accustomed with Acco very, very early on. He was my goalie coach for 4 or 5 years at the Moors. Saw me right the way through from under 18 to knocking on the door of the first team really, and going out and getting game time, but benefiting from some top keepers that have gone on to go and play in the league. So I have a lot for Acco starting on, and different loan moves, learning off a lot of different keepers, and then started my career at Rugby Town, and the remit of most of my clubs has always been for promotion in the top 4, so I'm used to the pressure. Used to trying to be consistent, and there's a lot of coaches and a lot of extra time I put into my game outside of here that really helped me along the way. But yeah, so Rugby Town, and then went to Hinckley and really tried to get them over the line, and that was a real fantastic experience for me. I had some really fantastic years at Hinckley and some memories I'll never forget. So, and then this season tried to take the step up to step 4 with Lytown, and we had a bit of a tricky start. I work over in Leicester, so the travel was a little bit much for me, and I think just with the way things were going, it's important to make sure you don't burn yourself out. You're balancing non-league, you're balancing like now you've got to go to work tomorrow morning at 6 a.m, so it's important to have that work-life balance. You get your football enjoyment, but yeah, play with some top clubs and met a lot of top people along the way, so a good fairly experienced career for a 26-year-old, I'd say.
Yeah, and finally, we've just learned that Brandon's pretty much out for what could be 4 weeks. So we're probably likely to see a fair bit of you. So for the fans that haven't come tonight, with it being just a cup game in midweek, what can fans expect from you and sort of your play style?
Yeah, well, firstly, I hope I did deafen the fans tonight. I think the first thing about me is my talking, my organising. I always think that you've got to be involved in the game when you're at the top of the league, and the best way to do it, to concentrate, is to get your defensive shape right. So I was really bitterly disappointed with the goal just before half time, because I think we put a shift in. But towards the end, to a man, I think we really showed that character. So I think the talking, my organising, and just general my basic game. Try and pride myself in the basics and build from there. So solid hands, a couple of solid catches, and then a shot stopping as well. I do think when someone's up against me in the league, hopefully I can back myself to be in a good position and make it tough to beat me in the goal. So that's sort of rely on my speed and my agility, not being the biggest keeper. So it was just nice to bed in, I think, in a game like tonight. But yeah, no, really looking forward to the next couple of weeks and just seeing what goes from there. Really, it's a fast turnaround onto Saturday and an evidently big game. So it's really important now to rest, recover, and make sure we're pushing towards the right thing.
Well, Matt, I think you proved to all the fans, that Trost Point there isn't exactly valid. But all the best for Saturday, and we hope for another man of the match performance then.
Thank you very much, top lads. Cheers.